Anybody who works in a hotel or at any sort of resort knows that sand on the pool deck and in the pool can cause a lot of problems. It's a big maintenance issue, high maintenance issue, and wear and tear on the pumps, let alone the just staff to clean the pools.
Since we got the Surf Splash, my job has been a whole lot easier because most of the sand, about 80 or 90% of the sand, is left where it's blown to be on the beach.
Like it saves us a lot of work, well, hours, up to 24 to 40 hours a week. You've noticed a big reduction in sand in the building.
I would say we've had an 80% at least of sand reduction on this property and inside the hotel. And it also saves us on our vacuum cleaners, our vacuum of our pools, and time spent is money.
The Surf Splash has been a great benefit as far as keeping at least 80 to 90% of the beach sand off of the pool decks and out of the pools and out of the drains and out of the hotel.
The Surf Splashes, which we got one here on our boardwalk that leaves the beach and goes to our motel. And it's designed to keep the sand from going from the beach to our hotel, and it stays on the beach. This Surf Splash washed their feet, surfboards, they even washed their chairs and umbrellas. And this is the result of how good this product works. We shovel all this sand you see here is what came off underneath the Surf Splash, and now we got a man-made dune. What you see behind me is the sand that this Surf Splash has stopped from going on our beach property, inside our hotel, and in our swimming pools. This Surf Splash this summer, which the summer's about over with, all this sand you see piled up here came off the beach. In the 3 months of summer, it's about a dump truck load of sand that's still remaining on the beach.
When I was introduced to Surf Splash, it to me was a no-brainer. On our pool decks, sand is very, very detrimental to our decks. We use a cool deck system, which is a light color. It turns it dark, it turns it black. We have issues with it eating the finish away. Our pools are mostly Portland cement, which is a white coat. The sand inside of it is detrimental to the coat there. It sustains not only the pool deck but the pool finish itself. It always goes all the way down to the pump impellers and the pump motors, the sand filter that is in the filter sand that's in the filters themselves, which causes it we have to backwash on a constant basis with the bather load we've got, and it makes the filter sand where we have to change it more often.
Without the Surf Splash, they are constantly fighting sand in the building. They were just fighting a losing battle.
Sand is constant battle. You're never going to get rid of it, but you manage it. And I knew that this, with your product, the sand never makes it onto the pool deck, let alone in the pool. And it's just a great, I wish I'd thought of it. I knew it was out there. Your brochure appeared in the mail one day and I almost did cartwheel.
I think the Surf Splash made a big difference. It's so much easier now.
People have a tendency to not wash their feet off and carry it on into the resort itself, which goes into the elevators, the hallways, and into the rooms.
So Surf Splash have definitely did a job on keeping the sand out of the building, keeping the sand off my borders, keeping the sand out of my elevator tracks. Oh, it's paid for itself because of the amount of sand that it keeps from coming in the building.
I don't think the carpet's gone through as much wear and tear since we had the Surf Splash system out there. It's really helped.
Before we put the foot washers in, we used to have to paint the pool decks at least once a year. Right now, we have not painted the pool decks in the 2 years that we have owned the Surf Splash.
We like it so much, I'm actually extending the showers and I'm going to get 3 or 4 more.
We had a pool cleaner who'd been cleaning our pools for a long time, and we installed the Surf Splash. An evening when she wasn't here, she came back the next morning. A couple of mornings later, I went out to speak to her, and she was just out of the blue asking me what happened. Where are all the people? There's no sand in the pools. And I asked her, well, you haven't seen our new product? And she had not. So I took her down there. I said, well, if there's a decrease in the sand, this is why. You have to actually pass it, you know, to go up under the pools. And she agreed. That was invention of the year. She's thrilled to death.
Surf Splash has done a great job for us.
Well, number one, it saves a lot of work for my guys and saves a lot of money, whether it's the pool decks, cleaning the pools, blowing off the decks. It's a big money saver. We've saved money on our sand filters that filter the sand out of the pools. So it's a big savings. Plus the customer guests like it.
Needed something that had to take care of the sand problem we had. We were working every morning. We would spend 2 to 3 hours cleaning off the pool decks. We have our pools open at every property by 9 o'clock every morning. This helped us out a lot, helping get the pool deck cleaned off, getting the pools ready because of the sand load that was not on the pool deck at that time.
And then you had the people going out on the beach, you know, we used to bring sand back in, and now they don't do it anymore. Since the foot washes, it's been great.
There's a pit located underneath each shower out there. We used to have to probably clean that out once a month. Well, let me tell you, this is no lie. We have not cleaned that out in the 2 years that we've owned the Surf Splash.
Surf Splash has done a fantastic job for us. We've got a pile of sand around it right now here at Bayview where we've got this one. At Douglas, we've actually had to dig out from under the deck to get the sand out of there so we could have more pile on top of it.
So that sand, that's big piles of sand around the Surf Splashes would have been in your property?
Would have been on the pool deck and in the pool.
This is the second year that we've had Surf Splash. Before we had Surf Splash, we was getting sand in our swimming pools, our main lobby, and in our rooms. Since we have got Surf Splash, that has ended our sand problems in our pools, main lobby, and our corridors to our rooms, and our rooms. We're very fortunate to have Surf Splash here at this hotel.
And to me, with me vacuuming the floors and cleaning the floors and watching the crowd that comes in, I think it's done a fantastic job of keeping our carpets clean, keeping the sand down. Because if there's no sand, there's no carnage.
It's a magnificent product.
As you can see, we have a real large pool decks out here. We used to have to blow and wash this down daily, all right? And we probably do it maybe once a week. Well, you can see that we haven't touched this pool deck in a good month, and there's no sand around it. And that's all due to the Surf Splash.
I think the Surf Splash made a big difference, especially this year since we had 2 Surf Splashes out on the boardwalk. I've seen the sand cut down drastically.
Other items that you would use out here would be regular water hoses, showers, and it doesn't get all the sand off your feet. The sand either comes off your feet when you wash it at Surf Splash, and if not, it goes into your pools. So Surf Splash is doing the job.
Since we had put the first foot wash station in, Surf Splash station, we roughly saved probably around $7,500 with labor, material, and that's materials, paint, stain, maintenance on the pools, cleaning. So it's well worth it. This year we'll probably see the same. Like I said earlier, we have put a second wash in because the use is enormous.
It's a good product and I recommend it.
2 thumbs up, 3 if I had one.